go ahead and talk about this video that's going viral here. I'm going to play it. It's my own video, so I shouldn't get flagged, which has happened in the past. But in this video, this gentleman's going to work. And I think it's staged, but again, let's just say for the sake of the discussion, it's not. She's got her phone out and she says, babe, let me see your phone as he's going to work. So I'll play it and then I'll discuss my thoughts and we'll go from there. Okay, here we go.
Hey, babe.
Hi, baby, I'm gonna go. I gotta go to work.
Can I use your phone real quick?
My phone?
Yeah.
You have your phone right there.
I know, but I need to use your phone real quick.
Why do you need my phone?
Because I just need to do something. Can I just see it?
No.
Let me just see it.
Why?
Because I need to borrow it for...
Baby, you gotta stop with the insecurity things. Like, you have your phone. There's nothing in my phone. Like,
what do you mean insecurity things?
Like, why do you want to see my phone? Just to go through it?
No, I just
like just to prove that there's nothing there. Like, there is no good that comes from that.
What do you mean no good that comes from that?
Like, if you have to look for something, then like there's no trust. Why do you need to see my phone right now before I go to work?
I just wanted to see it for a second.
Look, there it is.
Babe,
why are you being weird like this? Babe, I love you. I gotta go to work.
Babe,
I don't have time for these.
I'm not asking you anymore. I'm telling you to give me your phone.
Baby, I have to go to work.
But give me your phone.
I need my phone when I'm at work.
You don't have to leave for another 10 minutes.
Baby, that's
give
not
me your
true.
phone.
I gotta go. I love you. Are we good? I can go. Like.
Yeah, I guess so. Whatever.
Why you say it like that?
Nothing.
Everything is good. I love you. Here, I'll open it for you. What do you need? What do you need on my phone?
Oh, you're gonna navigate it for me?
Yes.
No, just let me see your phone, babe.
Baby, I gotta go to work. We can play this game when I get home. I gotta go to work. I love you guys. I'll see you.
Babe, just let me see.
Baby, I'll see you tomorrow.
Hey, babe.
I saw this morning and immediately all the red flags that I've experienced myself firsthand in relationships. I immediately saw them and I wrote them down and I titled my video, "The Wife Here is the Red Flag and Here's Why." I go, number one, he's got 10 minutes to get to work. He's already out the door. Two, she has a complete disregard for his time or his job. I mean, now is not the time. As he's leaving out the door, that's not the time to have this type of discussion and to ask to see his phone. This is a shit test. And there's better times to have this discussion when he arrives at home, maybe before going to bed. But as he's leaving the door, and as she says, you got 10 minutes to get to work, that's a total disrespect and disregard for his job. And that's not the right time to have that. I put three. She's asking him while he's out the door. And she's recording the conversation. I put, what the hell? This isn't the time or place to have this conversation. I just repeated myself there. Four, she said she lied and said she needed to borrow it when she wanted to look through it. Okay. Five, his response isn't how a cheater would respond. Cheaters respond in a defensive way. He was calm while she got angry. I'm a huge proponent on the body language. Body language, believe it or not, I was a cop at one point in my life back in 2006. And I learned that body language shows you more than what the words coming out of their mouth are saying. Always look at the body language and how they react. And most cheaters, when they confront them, they get defensive. What are you doing? Crazy? What are you, stupid? They immediately go on the defensive and start insulting the person who's asking to look through the phone. So the way he responded, either he's a good actor or he's not doing anything. And again, I can just tell by his body language. And I put six. She either has major insecurities or she's cheating or both. And the comments, as of right now, there's about 521 comments here, and a lot of the women are siding with the woman. Duh. Okay. But there are some women who are siding with me and saying, yeah, she's a complete red flag. And everyone's saying, well, if you just gave him the phone, none of this would have happened. And again, it's weird how many of you women, and I'm not attacking you. Okay. Everyone's coming from their own place. And I will admit, I was in that same space for a brief moment in the toxic dating world. Okay. I feel, and I've preached this many times, if you have to ask to look through your partner's phone to rest your mind, put it at ease, and just kill any suspicions of them cheating, your relationship is over. Why the hell are you wasting your time with somebody if you feel that you have to check their phone on a constant basis to ease your suspicions? It doesn't make any sense to me why you would waste your time being with somebody in that situation, okay? But a lot of women are saying, no, oh, Lordy, sir, let's see, what else have they said? Honestly, just show her the phone. If you got nothing to hide, you can just show her the phone. Okay, here's my point to that. let me tell a story real quick. I was in many toxic relationships before I met my love witch, and I dated a few women who demanded to look through my phone. And initially, I thought it was cute. I initially thought, oh, this is cute. It's adding a little fire to the relationship. She thinks I'm cheating. Oh, this is sweet. Okay, it'll slowly pass. And a lot of the women I dated had Apple iPhones. I am an Android guy. And I remember them being very upset, a couple of them being very upset at me because the apps that they had with their previous boyfriends through Apple, where you can share locations and shares, all these statuses and where you're at, it wasn't compatible with my Android. And I remember a lot of the women saying, you should trade that shit up and just get an Apple. So that way we can have the same programs and I can see where you're at. And I'm like, no, I'm not going to do that. I love my Android. I'm never going back to an iPhone. But I had a few of them actually try to pull that argument. And again, I go, you want to see my phone? Go right ahead. And I let them see my phone and they would look through it. And I thought it was cute. But then it never stopped. It go, why are you taking the phone to the restroom? Why do you need to take it over? What are you looking at in there? I'm like, I'm looking at YouTube videos. What do you care? Who's texting you? Ooh, snatch it out of my hand. Let me see the conversation. Who are you talking to? I'm like, really? I'm talking to my mom. And you snatched it out of my hands and you want to look at it? Well, I don't know who you're talking to. I'm like, okay, whatever. Things like that. Or I'm on my phone. What are you smiling at? I'm like, a fucking clip from Deadpool. I mean, what do you think I'm smiling at? It never ended. So no matter how many times I reassured these women that I wasn't doing anything, and again, I wasn't, but no matter how many times I reassured them, it was never enough. And ultimately, I just grew up and said, you know what? This is not a good relationship to be in. It's a constant battle. It's a constant of proving myself that I'm not like the pieces of shit she dated before. I am not like the guys that cheated on you in the past. I'm an actual good guy. I got sick and tired of having to really prove myself to this person after like 6 months to a year, and I was done. And I'm not part of that. And I'm not going to waste my time with anybody again. And that's why I love my fiance, because we've been together 4 years. We have access to each other's phone. And there's a difference between let me see your phone to look up something on Google Maps or look up a contact to text your son, to text somebody, or to look up directions or something like that, or look up a video, look up a song. That's one thing. Let me see your phone. Sure, we have access to each other's phones. It's not a big deal. But let me see your phone so I can do a fucking audit. That is not a healthy relationship. And for all the women in this video, in the comment thread that's saying that that's healthy, I honestly feel bad for you, because that's not a healthy relationship to have. If they're asking, it's not a big deal. Well, think about the long game. You're thinking about that one situation to ease somebody's mind, but what if that one situation isn't enough? And what if a guy, let's just say hypothetically, just to kind of give you guys different perspective here, let's just say in this video, it was a woman going to work and the guy was behind the camera saying, you know what, let me see your phone. No, I'm going to work, babe. What do you say? What do you want to do? I mean, what's on the phone that you want to look at? You know what? I'm tired of asking. I'm telling you, giving your phone. If a man had told a woman that in this video, he would be canceled, and women would be saying, oh, get out of the girl, red flags. He's a controlling narcissistic man. He's trying to gaslight you, blah, blah, blah. Get the hell out of there. So what is the difference between a man and a woman telling their partner, I'm done asking, I'm telling? How do y'all see that as healthy? How is that none of you called out that comment that she said in the video? All of y'all are supporting what she's saying and what she's asking. How does that make sense? It doesn't to me. It doesn't to me at all. So again, I agree that partners should have access to their phones. In other words, if you need to borrow it for a quick phone call, looking up directions, texting your brother, hey, I'm driving, here's my phone. Can you text so-and-so will be there? We're like 20 minutes late. Oh, sure. That's not a big deal. But if you require audits in your conversation, in your relationship, to ensure that they're not doing anything, I think you're just wasting your time. It's a waste of both of your times. And you're just, in my opinion, you're living on the Titanic, because eventually, no matter what you do, it's going to get to an apex and that ship's going to sink and the relationship's going to end. So why bother trying to save a sinking ship when you both have such horrible insecurities? That's my opinion. So that's me. Someone says I concur on TikTok. Very good. I mean, is what I'm saying totally alien and controversial? I don't think it is. I totally don't think it is. And hold on one second. I got a new desk. You know, those rising desks, I got that on TikTok. So I got limited space here. So just kind of bear with me as I navigate through all this. Let's see. Maybe he, okay. Someone's saying on TikTok, maybe he cheated before. Okay. Okay. We don't know. We don't know. That's a hypothetical. So if we don't know, so again, if he did, that's an entirely different conversation because again, yeah, you want to regain that trust with the partner. Okay. But we don't know that. We don't know that. So again, we're talking hypotheticals here. But again, yeah, if your girlfriend cheated, which my ex-girlfriends did, and get like an idiot, I took them back because I was a stupid idiot, right? And I was like, okay, but I want access to your phone. I want to look at it anytime I want to. And you know, I was like, why am I doing this? Why am I wasting my time? So again, if you're in that type of relationship where no matter what you do, no matter how good of a person you are, the person you're with is always thinking you're messing around or cheating on them or going to leave them, you're wasting your time. You're not going to change them. You're not going to convince them that you're a good person because they should have seen it by now. So don't waste your time. And again, I really feel bad for these comments. There's women in here like, wow, Rudy, you think she's a red flag? No wonder you're divorced. There's people attacking me. And it's funny. It's social media. I don't take it personal, but at the same time, it's like, if you think this is valid and healthy, I am sorry. I'm sorry you've never had complete trust in another person to see what I'm saying as controversial or toxic. I don't understand that whatsoever. Let's see. I'm confident enough to just hand my phone over to my partner. Then it should be vice versa. Again, handing your phone over to your partner for, hey, I need to use it or for an audit. There's a big difference. If you're constantly getting audited by your partner, that is just a sinking ship. Why waste your time? Dude, I've been with the same girl for almost 11 years and she still doesn't trust me. Okay, dude, why are you with her then? I don't know. I don't know. We got some comments here on Facebook. Karen says you're 100% correct. My experience is that the person who cheats often projects their behavior on others. Yes, and that's exactly what my ex-girlfriends did. They were both talking to their ex-boyfriends because I was making them happy and they disappeared off the face of the map. And then all of a sudden they're like, where are you at? You haven't texted me back. And then they try to win them back and all that. It's crazy. And Sean says, nothing ever makes sense in relationships. Let's be honest. Well, there can be some compatibility. All right. If you're with somebody and you have compatible needs and expectations, that's another story. But again, when it comes to trust has to be earned, right? And the way I saw it is that if you meet somebody and you have no history with them and they've given you no reason to not trust them, you can't project your past negative relationships on this person. That's not fair to them. And you're just ruining what's in front of you from not healing from your past. Your past traumas. Honestly, if you have any past traumas like that where you have this incompatibility to trust anybody, you shouldn't be dating until you go to therapy and get that shit fixed. Because otherwise, what are you doing? You're wasting everybody's time. You're playing a facade in front of this person saying, oh, I'm good. But then you have all these red flags that are just lingering, waiting to surface, and you're wasting each other's time. So again, if you got unhealed trauma, go see a therapist and get that shit fixed. That's my opinion. Grim the poet says, do not your past relationships problems ruin your current. Yeah, do not let your past relationships ruin your current relationship. I think is what you're trying to say. Linda, good to see you. She says it is a trick of the unhealed, expecting failure and attempts to get ahead of it will backfire. Oh, I like that. Get ahead of it. Yeah, like in other words, he's going to leave me anyway, so let me try to find it before he does it, so I won't be surprised. That's a good point, and it won't hurt less. They should be no need or desire to control a relationship you can't have faith in. Is not a relationship you should have. Very well said. Roderick says, give in to her manipulation. It never ends. Yep. I am team droid. Also, iPhone users are a cult. Well, not all of them, but some of the ones that I've encountered. Yeah, they are, man, but I love Android. But let's see here. True that. Again, well, at least I'm getting a lot of people that are agreeing with me. If you want to see some horrible attacks, which again, I'm used to on social media. It's funny how I've gotten numb to that. Go to that original video. You can just see a ton of them. It's approaching 600 comments now. But if he just gave her a phone, I mean, God, I just don't see how they just don't think about the long game. I want to thank you for watching. If you haven't done so already, please follow the show on whatever platform you're listening on. If you're watching on YouTube, please hit the subscribe button, like the video, and also leave some comments. Let me know if you thought the information in this video was helpful in any way. Also, keep in mind I have an entire catalog of other episodes regarding cheating, life after divorce, dating after divorce, how to survive a breakup, all listed there for your help. So please watch and let me know what your thoughts are.